45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them niggas slide. Homicide, genocide, televised, emphasize, perpetuating war. Tell that nigga he gon' pick a side. Hood ties from hood lines, now niggas doing dope lines. Don't run into the cops, that's a big exercise. Don't run into the cops, that's the motto. I don't see it coming to an end like legato. Get chipped like staccato, send a wave through the hood, now it sounding like vibrato. Why you eat dirt with avocado? We be trying to dodge shells before it landing our tomato. Singing all my sorrows on Apollo, I been trying to pave the way, but they didn't tell me it was potholes. America ain't dreaming, they been scheming when the birth of a nation came from black. We all know it's black genius. Everybody love the culture, they be black by convenience.
Hold on, my killer. You talking way too much conscience. Speak about some girls or some money or some diamonds or something. I'm not telling you to rap, not to rap how you rap, but make something we can vibe to.
Sounding like a real anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think I answer. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No, I can never trick. Unless the bitch is my bitch with a kiss on my lips like, I am not a pimp with a limp, I'm a man with a gift, and I'm doing my shit like, Tell them other nips, I'm the nip. I'm the man in the city, and my bank account bigger, and my body count bigger, that's without a doubt. I'm 100 steps ahead, that's a lot of mouth, that's a lot of clout. What you all about? What your dollar amount? You a boy scout, I'm a big dog. Tell the truth, I don't get y'all this shit. Sound corny, motherfucker, turn this shit off, bro. I can't rap how everybody else rap, bro. Everybody talking about hoe, cars, clothes, chains, and money. That shit corny as fuck, bro. Oh God, I don't want to rap about that corny ass shit.
I've been feeling emotional. Thinking about you, babe. What can we focus on? What we should do? Tell me the truth. Cause I don't wanna see you with somebody else. And I've been feeling lonely in this king-size bed. I'm trying not to worry about the things you say. I ain't got the time, you're always on my mind. Baby, why you playing with my love? I'm trying to be patient with you now. I'll never be sober if you don't pull me closer. Look me in my eyes and tell me how. I'm hypnotized. I'm hypnotized. I've been feeling delusional. Thinking about us, babe. Your body's so beautiful. All I want is your love. Can't get enough. Cause I don't wanna see you with somebody else. And I've been feeling lonely in this king-size bed. I'm trying not to worry about the things you say. I ain't got the time. You're always on my mind.
Tell the truth. To Information Man, please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Information Man show tonight. You know I normally go live on Sundays, but we're gonna make it do what we're gonna make it do right now. This whole situation with P. Diddy is it's crazy. I want to play a video for you. What I want to do, I'm going to play this first video, and I want to thank everybody that's coming in the chat room, everybody that's here this evening. This was breaking news today. I was just as shocked as, well, we all know that there's been something going on with P. Diddy, right? We know that there's something going on. So it's not, I wasn't shocked, but it was like a surprise, should I say, that they were coming down with the indictments. Now, let me put this in here. I want to appreciate everyone that's here. Let me play this little video Where's the video that I wanted to show you all? Oh, here's the video that I wanted to show you all. I'm going to play the audio on this one just to get us started, but I got another video that goes a little bit more in depth, and I'm just going to play a little bit of this for you all. Check this out.
There are a number of police vehicles and police officers walking up and down the street. We've seen what we assume are potentially lawyers coming in and out of the property just a short time ago, Davina. What we are hearing at the moment is that law enforcement are looking into an investigation of allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. But look, Davina, I do need to spell out that we are not saying that that directly involves Sean Diddy Combs, simply that is what the investigation is. It is not necessarily targeting him. It may be targeting someone in his orbit, but they are obviously very serious allegations, and the rapper has a checkered history, a long list of civil lawsuits building up against him, allegations of sexual assault from 4 separate women, and also some allegations of criminality. Department of Homeland Security were the ones who went into this property, both here in Beverly Hills and on the other side of the country, Davina, in Miami, to conduct the raids. They started a couple of hours ago. It does still look like there are still searches going on here at this particular Beverly Hills property. But
all right. I wanted to give you all a taste of that because, and I want to say peace to Kendra G, Peggy Roster, Jill's Chocolate Boutique. Make sure y'all check her out. She posted a beautiful post, I think some years ago. What was it, 2012? She was at the Grammys, and some of her beautiful, her delicious baked goods, her chocolate chips, all her beautiful baked goods. She was, I think she took a photograph with a few beautiful young ladies who performed at the Grammys, who I believe she said that they purchased some of her cookies. And I just wanted to give her congratulations with those many years ago. That's Jill Chocolate Boutique. We got Last Call in here. We got Alicia in here. We got my man Real Aaron Collins in here. Let's see, we got my man Tommy B in here. What's up, man? What's up? Good to see you over here. Lots of good people that are coming in very slowly. This is what I want to do, because in the title of my video, I said the hens come home to roost. What goes around comes around. We know that P. Diddy has had a lot of allegations. I want to say alleged allegations. We have to say that for the purpose of, legally. And over the years, he's been caught up in a lot of allegations. There's been some stuff about sexual misconduct. There's been rumors within Black YouTube about sex parties with men and women, and people believe that he's into men and doing sort of sexual things of that nature. Those have been the allegations, or those have been the conspiracy theories that people believe because of strange photographs, people who have said they've seen him at parties in Hollyweird. And Hollyweird, they get down pretty damn weird when you talk about these parties. We've heard Cat Williams talk to us about this kind of stuff. We've heard many people who've said that there's some strange things that go on at these Hollywood parties, these celebrity type parties, where people get into alternative types of activities of a sexual nature. Now, that's his business, but there's been people that have come out and said that he has done some sexual misconduct. So he's got a lot of allegations around him. I also want to say this before I play the main video tonight that I think was the best video today that gave us even more details. I want to say right now, he got raided in a few of his homes, not just one home, but a few homes around the country. Let's read it out. The first place I believe he got raided at was New York. They talked about New York, because the Homeland Security, they are the division of law enforcement in our country, Homeland Security, that tends to go into sex trafficking. So there was talk about sex trafficking, and we know that Cassie, these allegations against P. Diddy. P. Diddy has gone to court and has somehow been able to, you all know this, put a 7 in the chat room if you know what I'm about to say. He's been able to pay his way out of trouble. He's been able to cut a deal without letting things go to court. so that all the dirty laundry
Tell the truth.
comes out. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So Cassie had some damning things to say about P. Diddy, because Sean Diddy Combs is being accused, according to Cassie. Remember, he, once again, it didn't go through a long, drawn-out court trial. It went to him cutting a deal with her. And I know a lot of people on YouTube jumped out the window and was talking about how, why would she go after him after all these years? She's just trying to get the bag on P. Diddy. P. Diddy has been rumored to be doing a lot of sexual misconduct. Allegedly, it's been alleged in the media. It's been alleged on social media. Now, she accused Sean Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever the hell we call him these days. She accused him of rape and repeated physical abuse that Cassie claimed that she went under. She was a former romantic partner in a complaint filed in Manhattan federal court right there in New York, y'all. As I said, that's why they were raiding. Well, let me just say this. I guess I gotta make sure I say everything correctly, because the authorities didn't really give a lot of details other than what came out in the news that had something to do with some type of sex trafficking. Maybe they were trying to get information there before it happens, or that it has already happened or was happening. But the federal authorities are being tight-lipped, but there is some things that have come out. New York is the area where she said that this man did horrible things to her. There were reports that he engaged in having her participate in orgies or participate with having sex with men at parties or get-togethers where he would watch these sort of things. And this is what predators do. We have to admit that Sean Puffy Combs over the years has had some very, I must say,
tell the truth,
very questionable behavior and accusations that have been thrown his way. She filed this rape complaint in a Manhattan court, federal court. Cassie stated that the alleged abuse took place for about a decade of her being abused by him sexually. And I always wondered, if you're innocent of these type of outrageous accusations, why wouldn't you not fight it? Now, I know a lot of people, I don't know how anybody could overlook that on YouTube or in social media overall. If you are an innocent man or woman or anybody, why would you settle and give somebody money if you are truly innocent of all charges or all accusations, should I say, and you know what a faith in God that you didn't do anything, and an innocent person is going to fight it. A person who is sort of questionable is going to cut deals, okay? What do y'all think about that? Do innocent people cut deals like this? And Sean Puffy Combs, I'm bringing up his past right now before I go into what happened today, because what happened today plus the situation that he has with this man right here, I'm bringing the dirt out tonight. Okay? This man right here, Rodney Little Rod Jones, okay, to the right. Now, Rodney Little Rod Jones, as you all know already, and thank you for the super chat, Monica. I appreciate that. I give you a clap.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you very much. Rodney Little Rod Jones has filed, remember, he filed a bombshell lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing the media mogul of sexual harassment and threatening him. And this man right here you see to the right has also said that he's got receipts on the things that have been going on. He's got names of people that he has put out there, allegedly, the Ludacris's of the world, Ludacris, and various other well-known people that he has named in his complaint. This is what Rodney, the producer Rodney Little Rod Jones, has filed a bombshell lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing the embattled media mogul, remember this came out several months ago or some months ago, of sexual harassment and threatening him over more than a year. Cassie said that he had been messing with her for a decade. This man says it's been a year of harassment, threatening him over more than a year, as well as securing footage. He says he has footage of Diddy and several of his associates involved in illicit behavior and alleged sexual assault.
Tell the truth.
And then as a result, like anything, go for the money. Jones is seeking $30 million in federal lawsuits naming several high-profile figures in the entertainment business. Uh-oh, y'all. Uh-oh, what does this all mean? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So you got to ask yourself, what's the truth and what's the lie? I'm bringing all this dirt up on him, alleged dirt that has been put out there by people suing him in the news media and the authorities that are looking into these allegations, which the feds, in this case, Homeland Security, get involved. I'm just saying to you tonight, how much of this do you believe, ladies and gentlemen, by putting sevens in the chat room, how much do you believe of what I just said tonight so far, in short, along with the things that you already have heard about him, has something to do with that raid that took place today? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Because remember, he not only got raided in New York today, but he got raided in Miami today. Beautiful Miami. Okay? He not only got raided in beautiful Miami, but they went out to Los Angeles, the city of angels. They went out to the city of angels to raid his Los Angeles mansion, his Miami mansion, and whatever mansion he has out there in the New York area. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean when I say what I say, this is the chickens coming home to roost, baby. Chickens coming home to roost on this man. Oh, have I forgotten Young Jock as well?
Information is
power. Remember, Young Jock, a year-old interview, this man, we know this man from Love and Hip Hop. Young Jock recalled a time when he allegedly heard Sean Diddy Combs. Okay, Sean Diddy Combs, he allegedly heard him instruct an R&B singer and model Cassie, okay, right there, to shave her head, has now gone viral because of recent abuse allegations against the music mogul. Young Jock. You know, these guys, right? These guys have these weird hip-hop names. They want to call themselves Little This and Little Boy That and Little Timmy. I don't know what the hell. And then they got names like Young Jock and all this kind of stuff. But in an old clip, Young Jock alleged that Diddy made Cassie shave the head. And I talked about that. He has come out the window and talked about the things that this man has done. Now, the singer who was once signed to Diddy, I'm just going to give you a reminder for those who have forgotten, because I believe, this is just my opinion, my belief, me alleging, but this is alleged. I believe that all of this has to do with why they were knocking at his door. Who's that knocking at my door? Okay, the singer who was once signed to Diddy label claimed that not long after she met him in 2005, when she was 19, he controlled and curated her behavior, including paying her with, providing her or paying her with, or providing her drugs, beating her, forcing her to have sex with a succession of male prostitutes. That's what it was, the male prostitutes, while he filmed the encounter according to a New York Times article, y'all. So I just wanted to lay some of that out because I'm just wondering if this has to do with this investigation that took place today where they raided his homes, not one home, but homes. I'm just wondering because there's too much going on. There's too much allegations. People are coming out the window and telling us that this man ain't really kosher. People like Young Jock are coming out and speaking his mind. And today you had a raid of homes. And I'm going to say this to you all again that's listening, and I appreciate everybody in the chat room. You're the best. Tony, I see you. RY, I see you. Point Blank Travel, good to see you over here, brother. Make sure you guys check out Point Blank Travel. Thank you, Von Bryant, doing a great job as a mod in the chat room with all the other mods. I appreciate the mods. You guys make the show go with how you handle yourself and conduct yourself in the chat room. I have one of the best chat rooms in the business on YouTube because we pretty much are folks here who think with logic, we think critically, because that's one of the things I see lacking sometimes on YouTube is critical thinking skills and researching what you're talking about and just being aware. That's why I use the words alleged, because right now we don't know for a fact that that this was about Puff Daddy or Sean Puffy Combs himself being involved in sex trafficking, because he has not been arrested. But it doesn't mean that something couldn't come down the pipeline based on what they gather out of his homes on this Monday. It surprised people, but it doesn't really surprise you because this man has had his name out there for quite some time, and it's always been shrouded in mystery, shrouded in what's really going on. And he's sort of been like Teflon Don so far, where every time someone has an allegation against him or he somehow is able to pay his way out of stuff. And also, I need to say this. This is part of the conspiracy theory as well. There have been people who believe that his wife or the woman that he had been with for so many years, when she mysteriously passed away, there have been people that have questioned how that whole thing has gone down, allegedly, and as well as a conspiracy theory. So a lot of strange things are happening around Sean Puffy Combs. He has not had a very good couple of months, and I'm wondering, this is interesting. We got R. Kelly, who's behind bars, right? Is Sean Puffy Combs, I'm going to put this out there to all of you, is Sean Puffy Combs, will he be the next well-known music mogul? Is he going to see himself and find himself in a jail cell? Is he allegedly a predator? Does he have, I'm asking all of you in the chat room, does he have narcissistic traits? Is he a personality disorder individual? Because if these things are true, what he's been accused of doing, allegedly, then he would fit the same types of sick stuff that I talked about as it related to Nature Boy in terms of trying to control people for his own pleasure, allegedly, if this is all true. Now, let me do this because this is all about truth.
Tell the truth.
Let me go ahead and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel and you're new here, hit the bell and notification so that you will never miss when I go live. This was a surprise live show tonight, and I want to thank once again Monica for that super chat. Again, I want to give her a clap. Make sure you do these particular things that are always great. I want to say to everybody, boom, thank you for watching tonight. I want to say like and comment when you get a chance, and make sure you subscribe. All right? This is the Information Man Show, and here comes the video that I think This video, I'm going to let it play. I'll stop it a few times here and there, but I think this was a very thorough video in which you had experts come on and give some sort of insight into what's really going on. So I want y'all to check this out. I'm going to stop it, make some comments. I'm going to look for your comments as well to see what you're thinking. This is the key statement for tonight, or thought for tonight. Do you believe that for P. Diddy, that this is the beginning of the end of P. Diddy? Do you believe that, I'm going to say it again, that the hens have come home to roost on P. Diddy? That what goes around comes around, and when you put out negative things into the atmosphere, if that's indeed what he has done, what he's being accused of, allegedly, do you think, as you see the birds on the screen, by putting sevens in the chat room, however you want to do it, do you believe that the end is at the near future for him right now? Meaning the future end to this man is now, because if they link him to sex trafficking in any way or fashion, they find anything in those houses, P. Diddy is finished.
Tell the truth.
In show business forever. And he will be another footnote in history like R. Kelly. And we'll have debates about it. I'm sure there's going to be black folks out here, people out here that's going to jump out the window and they will defend him. Oh, come on, y'all bringing another successful black man down. If he is found guilty of any allegations that comes out of these raids today, not just one raid, but raids all over the country. It's Miami home, New York home, LA home. If he is found guilty of any of these allegations that comes out of their raid today, I can't see how anybody can defend P. Diddy. And I don't want to hear nothing about it's the white man, because he, just like all the others, the Polites, the Nature Boys, the R. Kellys, and any other entertainers out there that you have looked up to over the years, he has nobody to blame but himself if it is found that he has some improprieties related to these raids today. And I'm going to tell you again, Homeland Security is a division that normally goes into households when they're looking for sex trafficking. The fact that they did this to all three of his homes, it does not look good, folks, in my opinion. But check this out.
Our sources that an arrest does not appear to be imminent at this time, but what you are looking at right now is live video of one of these searches being conducted. Now, this is a search that is happening at Sean Diddy Combs' Los Angeles home. This is in the Beverly Hills area, so you can see a tremendous amount of law enforcement present there all around that home.
And remember, everybody, this is fair use with the purpose of educating, news reporting, parody, critical analysis, and what have you. Let's continue.
So this search just began here. There's also, as we understand, another search being conducted on the other side of the country in Miami, because we are hearing from Homeland Security that there are investigations going on using the assistance of HSI Los Angeles and HSI Miami, along with local law enforcement partners. We do understand that they will provide us with updates as possible. But this goes into multiple allegations against Sean Diddy Combs over the years. There have been several civil suits against him as well, including human trafficking, all of which he has denied as this has been ongoing. But again, clearly an escalation that we are seeing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your first clue right there. He has, as we already know, he's been accused of sexual trafficking. I think Cassie has made statements about that. I think the other brother, Jones, Rodney, may have made these allegations as well. So that seems fitting that Homeland Security doesn't come into homes unless that's one of the things that they're looking to find evidence for. So let's continue.
Out live right now in Los Angeles. I want to bring in our ABC News contributor, Andrew attorney Buckmeyer, who I know, Brian, you have been following this case for many months, and you bring it up to me all the time. And now I wouldn't call this the culmination. In fact, probably this is just the beginning, right? So what do you make of the fact that they've decided to carry out these two searches simultaneously and on other sides of the country here?
So, Kayla, you're right. I've been talking to this about this for too long. But what does it get you? What does a person need to have the ability to search a home? Probable cause. So what I'm doing is I'm looking backwards. How could a judge grant the ability to search these two homes, and why would you do it simultaneously? Probable cause being the belief, or at least having the quantity of information that a crime either did happen, is happening, or is going to happen. That's how law enforcement must have to prove to a judge or a court why they have the opportunity or the legal ability to search someone's home. Now, why would you do it in conjunction from one property and another at the same time? Law enforcement typically does this because they are worried that information or property or evidence may be hidden away or destroyed while you're searching one.
Now, I'm going to get right back to it. I like this video today because this brother, he's a lawyer. He really broke it down, made it very simple, and how the law works when it comes to doing these type of searches on people's homes with these type of allegations. Let's continue.
And so they're looking for something to corroborate the belief that they have that a crime did occur. And as you pointed out earlier, he's facing multiple allegations of sex trafficking. So perhaps that is the crime in which they're investigating. Perhaps that is what they're trying to seek more information from. But in order to search a home, you have to have probable cause. The only question is, probable cause of what?
Probable cause. And so, Brian, as you look at this and you watch this, and we'll shout if we see any more movement on these screens, but it is important to note, right, that this is all being run out of the Southern District of New York here. So there is a tremendous amount of coordination happening within law enforcement at the highest levels.
Absolutely. And the reason why I believe it's being coordinated out of the SDNY, or the Southern District of New York, which encompasses, for the most part, Manhattan, is a lot of the civil allegations stem from there, whether it be Cassie or the other 4 allegations or civil lawsuits.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what the lawyer said? That's why I brought up the issues around Cassie. Just because he cut a deal with Cassie doesn't mean that they're still not going to sniff around and investigate. Just because he cut a deal with her, okay? And the lawyer, the brother, said there's 4. I think I forgot about this. Have y'all forgot about this? P. Diddy's got 4 other cases on his head, even though he cut a deal with Cassie. Let me put her back up here. Even though he cut a deal with Cassie, cutting her a check, I forgot he's got some other allegations out there, along with the allegation of brother Rodney Little Rod Jones, who you see right here to the right side with the glasses and hat, who's saying he's got beans to spill on this man. This is a man, as I told you before, who has a federal lawsuit against P. Diddy, as you all should remember. He's trying to get $30 million out of P. Diddy, and he says he's got names and he can expose people. Oh, Lord. Let's get back.
Tell the truth.
To what the lawyer, the brother, is saying here. So just a reminder, he's got 4 other cases pending over his head. He got the Casey situation where he cut a deal, and the lawyer is saying that maybe because where everything started was in Manhattan, in New York. Just why I keep putting that up there. It all started in New York and Manhattan, where a lot of this is coming out of the roaches and the rats are coming out of the sand on this man, out of the wood. What goes around comes around, and like I said, when you're doing dirt, the hens are coming home to however the damn roosters roar. The roosters are coming home to hen on his ass, allegedly. Here we go.
Afterwards. And so what it appears to be, at least if you're thinking this is connected to the civil lawsuits, are that the SDNY is coordinating with the other agencies in Miami as well as Los Angeles to search the properties of Sean Combs to see if there's any evidence of that. Now, I can't think of anything off the top of my head what would be evidence of sex trafficking, predominantly something that might stick out as to something to corroborate what we've heard in these civil allegations. But if they find it, it could lead to further investigations. At this point, we're hearing that there's no potential arrest.
My man, Just Bowman, I see you, brother. I see you. Good to see you here. I see everybody here. Antoine, I see you. Miss Latoya Thomas, good to see you. Point Blanks Travel, I see you. Blaze, I mod you up. What's going on? Miss, I see you here. Miss Jamma, I see you here. Thank you for being here. Just want to acknowledge people. Von Bryan is in the chat room. Neighborhood Watch is in the house as well. Lady Navora, I modded you up. Lady Navora, you're in the house. I appreciate you being here. Oh, I cannot stop before I say some chick named Star. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Oh, Trap Vision 3D is in the house. Trap Vision, Peggy Roster, RY, Jill's Chocolate Boutique, the real Aaron Collins. I want to just acknowledge some folks because I really appreciate you taking the time. This won't be a long podcast tonight, but let's get back to it right now.
It doesn't mean there wouldn't be one in the future based on either more information collected or if they're finding whatever it is that they're hoping to find in these two locations.
And Brian, we do want to mention that we were initially told what we were showing our viewers here is a home in Los Angeles, California, near Beverly Hills. That is not the case. What you're seeing on your video on your screen is in fact Miami, and then they are also searching a home simultaneously in Los Angeles in the Beverly Hills area at the exact same time. And to Brian's point here, law enforcement does that often in an effort to make sure that these searches can be conducted without sort of tipping off anyone else that might be involved.
They had said that today that they did this surprisingly because when they do a surprise raid on people, they want to be able to catch them before they can destroy evidence of any kind, catch them off guard. I got a couple of brothers that I know that I know personally that work for Homeland Security, and this is how they operate, folks. Another thing you saw there, they were in Miami. They hit Miami. And you see the beautiful Miami Beach right there, and they hit his mansion in Los Angeles. So they did this simultaneously. This was all planned to catch him with his pants down. However, once again, P. Diddy did not get arrested. They didn't make him do a perk walk. They didn't put him in handcuffs. It looked like there was somebody in the house today that they did take out in handcuffs and backed him up, but it wasn't P. Diddy because, once again, it's an investigation. They're gathering. It doesn't mean that P. Diddy, as much as people, I got to say this, under the law, he is technically not guilty until they bring a charge against him that they bring to court with the allegations that are backed up with evidence that they could possibly have found in his home. We'll have to wait and see how it all pans out. Here we go.
It doesn't give anyone any time to do anything questionable with evidence. So you're getting a larger shot there. You can see now just how close that home is to the water as our affiliate helicopter is flying over this home again in Miami as it is being searched. I want to now bring in our ABC News contributor and former FBI agent Brad Garrett. Brian Buckmeyer, don't go anywhere because I have several more questions for you as well. But Brad, as you're watching this, first of all, can you explain to us, Brad, what that vehicle is that we're seeing right there, that big white truck?
Well, I can't see, I don't have a screen up to see it, but if it looks like a cargo truck or looks like any sort of truck that you could put evidence into. So since we don't know kind of what they're looking for, I can give you a list of what I think they're looking for, is that you have to have a crime scene search vehicle to go in with the various things you need to do to search. So my guess is it's that, because my sense was they weren't going there to arrest anybody. This was to do a search. And so they took everyone probably from the evidence response teams of maybe the FBI and DHS to do this search.
Yeah, so a large vehicle to collect evidence. It does also look like it has some kind of satellite up in the air as well. We're also seeing local news in the area, and you're seeing law enforcement, Brad, sort of walking down a very long driveway to enter the home, and you're not seeing, it's not a chaotic scene at all. Definitely not. And you're right. Our sources are saying that an arrest at this point is not imminent.
Right. So, quickly, let's why were they able to go in there? To Brian's point, how did they convince a judge to go in there? You have to have a link directly to these two houses. In other words, do they have video of some of these acts that are being alleged in either location or both locations? Are there witnesses, people that have come forward? Of course people have come forward. Can they put acts in these houses, maybe they were there firsthand? Is there CCTV that could be seized? Does he actually have video that he collected while these acts were going on? It's not uncommon.
So everything that he's saying makes sense. They're looking for video, CCTV. They're looking for, they're going to go into the computers probably. They probably took out computers, laptops, what have you, to see if they can find any evidence of wrongdoing on anyone that's in that household. Not only P. Diddy, but people that he has living in the household. So this could go any kind of way, folks, but let's get back to it again.
Cases. So it's all about what happened in those houses that law enforcement convinced a judge that there may be elements of the crime inside these houses.
All right, thank you so much for that analysis. I also hope we can get some video up of the raid that's happening in Los Angeles as well, so that we can learn a little bit more. But in the meantime, you're seeing, again, more video.
I want to say this right here. Remember, Cassie said that he made her engage in male prostitutes, that she had sex, and her claim is that P. Diddy had filmed these escapades. So you hear what the gentleman is saying. You hear what he's saying is that they're looking for visual evidence. So, like I said, P. Diddy, we may be looking at the beginning of the end if these allegations are found to be factual based on evidence to back up these alleged allegations.
Of P. Diddy there. But again, we are talking right now about a simultaneous search of two of his properties, one happening in Miami, the other one happening in Los Angeles. And we just have some new reporting. We're told here by our ABC's Aaron Katursky that the women who have made public accusations against Diddy are welcoming Monday's law enforcement activity, we're told. In fact, there is a statement from one of their lawyers where they're saying we will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those who have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for what they call his depraved conduct. And so I want to bring back in here Brian Buckmeyer. And Brian, it was the first thing we talked about, right? That this is not the culmination of this. This potentially could be the very beginning. So, Brian, what do you make of, first of all, that the lawyers are jumping right out to talk about this immediately, not wasting any time to draw attention to it?
Well, this is beneficial not only for their clients, but also for their cases. If we look to the last alleged victim, Rodney Jones Jr., who came out with allegations that seem to be very similar to Cassie, as well as the other three women who brought allegations, sorry. He said that Sean Combs has cameras throughout his home that records a lot of his events. In his complaint, that being Jones Jr.'s.
Let me stop right there. He's talking about this brother right here. This is Rodney. He's the one that has allegations against him. Bombshell lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing the media mogul of sexual harassing and threatening him. Remember, I put this up earlier. He's looking at he's seeking $30 million in federal lawsuit, and he's going to name several other high-profile individuals that I guess he's saying are guilty as well. Producer Rodney Jones has filed a bombshell lawsuit again. And this thing, again, I'm going to say it again, for sexual harassment, threatening him over more than a year. That's what the brother is talking about. The lawyer that's talking, he's talking about this man right here. Let's play this back.
Not only for their clients, but also for their cases. If we look to the last alleged victim, Rodney Jones Jr., who came out with allegations that seem to be very similar to Cassie, as well as the other three women who brought allegations, sorry. He said that Sean Combs has cameras throughout his home that records a lot of his events. In his complaint, that being Jones Jr.'s, he had snapshots of video that he had taken himself. And so to Brad's point, I think part of this, if the SDNY and the federal government is looking into this from the lens of these civil allegations is to see how much of it is true. And if any of this is true, could criminal charges be levied against Sean Combs?
Most definitely criminal charges could be levied against him. That's why Rodney Jones, as I had read earlier, stated that he has visual evidence of P. Diddy doing dirt. He says, as well as secured footage of Diddy and several of his associates involved in illicit behaviors and alleged sexual assault. I read that earlier, but I'm just trying to drive home the point of what the lawyer is also saying, because this is very key to why allegedly people believe that this is why they raided his home, but we still have to see what law enforcement comes out based on what they find.
Now, some of these civil allegations came up because of a look-back window for civil allegations to be brought through New York's Adult Survivor Act. But some of these charges, like sex trafficking, have no statute of limitations, and they have severe...
I want to say what's up to my man, What We Know Podcast. Appreciate you being here tonight, along with Trap Vision. Make sure y'all check out Trap Vision's channel. Make sure you check it out. I appreciate you all in the chat room. I appreciate everybody that's here tonight listening. Monica, let me mod you up. There you go, Sister Monica, you are modded up. I thought I had you modded up. Antonio, what's going on, my brother? Wow, this whole thing is crazy. We got narratives and dialogue. We got Black Man Unfiltered Network in the house. Hopefully, when I end this stream, I can go over to your network and see what y'all talking about over there. If not, join a panel, because I'm not going to do this I'm not going to continue on with this the whole night, because I just wanted to make some points based on the reports that came out today. But we're going to find out what comes out in the wash if they find something. I want to say peace to Reese from Philly, who's in the house. Thank you. Also want to make sure you all check out Black Men Unfiltered. I spend a lot of time, particularly on Friday nights when I'm available and during the week. I go over there and I get on the panels and we have great conversation over there about a myriad of issues. So especially come on over there and check him out. That's Black Men Unfiltered. We got my man, What We Know Podcast. We got Reese from Philly. I know Reese has a channel. We got my man, 06 to you, Narratives and Dialogue. Make sure you go over to his channel. That brother puts a lot of work into his uploaded videos with great special effects, great points. Give that brother a look-see. Subscribe to his channel as well. Make sure y'all check out Jill's Chocolate Boutique. Check her out. She sells great goods. Chocolate. Check her out. We got Melanin University in the house. Blaze is in the house. And let me see. We're talking the election tomorrow. Okay. So Black Men Unfiltered. I'll try to be a part of that conversation. I want to be a part of that conversation tomorrow, brother, when I get in the pad. So I'll come on over. But thank you again. Let me give you another clap. Black Men Unfiltered. Everybody's associated with him. Now, not to get us far off a topic, I just want y'all to really let this whole thing marinate. Because I know there's going to be people that's going to come out and say, oh, y'all putting another black man. No, if this black man has done these things, legally they have found him guilty, then we got to put him in the pot with everybody else that's a dirty dog, okay? But that's why I've been very respectful tonight. This is alleged. He was not arrested today, but his homes were raided. To get your homes raided, not only one home, but multiple homes across the country, that's very serious. And a lot of the things that they were looking for that came out in terms of sex trafficking is some of the things that both Rodney Jones and Cassie were talking about. And the fact that she said he used cameras. And Rodney Jones, who you see right here, said, yes, this man uses cameras, that he got cameras in the household. Okay, let's get back to the attorney at law.
Penalties under the law. And so law enforcement be looking at this and saying, if these are true and there are videos and there are cameras, or that these allegations can be corroborated through what we find in Sean Combs' home, then they will move to the next step, which would potentially being evidence collecting or arresting someone.
And Brian, if you can, just quickly, while we only have a few more moments here, help our audience understand how far back they're looking. I mean, some of these allegations stem some 30 years ago, right? And they, in some ways, coincide with the uprising of his career.
Yes, a lot of these allegations, just from the lawsuits, I think stem back from 93 or 94 and go all the way up into the production of his latest.
Whoa.
Tell the truth.
They're talking about, well, he has 4 other allegations outside of Rodney Jones. And of course, he settled out of court with Cassie, which I think is kind of strange if you're really an innocent man. But they're talking about, they're looking back to stuff from 93 and 94. What the hell? Shit, in 93 and 94, I was a young man. I was about 23 years old in 93. 94, maybe 24, with no gray hair. God damn. I mean, damn. What the hell is going? Like I said, if you're doing dirt and you're putting out the wrong things in the atmosphere of our universe, then sometimes what can happen to you is that the hens will come home to roost on your ass.
Tell the truth.
You damn right we telling the truth over here. It's what we do over here. Wow. Let's continue.
Album in 2023 and 2024. And so we're talking about a long span of time, but even just outside of those lawsuits as well, there has always been these kind of whispers or rumors in the background as to Sean Combs' involvement to various activities. If you're talking about Cassie's allegation of him being part of Kid Cudi's vehicle being exploded, or other allegations of assault or shooting or sexual harassment from Rodney Jones
Now,
Jr.
This is true. Remember Kid Cudi? There was an allegation of explosive that maybe he did it. There's been a lot of allegations that have circled P. Diddy over the years. There are those, let's take a time trip. There are those that think that this man may have been allegedly responsible for what happened to Tupac. Remember that whole situation between the East Coast? If you were young, if some of y'all was probably little kids, but I remember in the early 90s, there was a rivalry between the East Coast and West Coast rappers. And Tupac staunchly believed that when he went to New York to a recording studio, that Bad Boy Records allegedly, along with Puffy Combs, and of course he had the fallout with Biggie Smalls, that he always felt that they were responsible for when he got shot. Remember, Tupac got shot before in New York. He survived that shooting. But there was this whole thing about Puffy Combs that surrounded him. Look, I've been watching Puffy Combs for years. I'm older than some of some of us are the same age, and some of you I'm older than. Remember, Puffy Combs started out in the business of music and rapping as a dancer originally. Remember, he used to be in those Stacy Lattisaw videos. Remember back in the day?
Tell the truth.
He was dancing and strutting around. That's how he got his foot in the door. In them old school videos back in the day, he was a dancer. Y'all remember that? Put sevens in the chat room. That's how P. Diddy, when you say, well, where did this man come from? A man who claimed he went to Howard, never graduated from Howard, left Howard. He built a record label. God knows how he got the money. We know that the music business is a very shady business. A lot of shady individuals. But he was dancing around in those little rap videos. I remember this back in the day. That's how he got a foot in the door. But let's remember, Tupac never trusted him. So when you talk about allegations going all the way back to 93 and 94, then surely it appears that hens are coming home to roost, man. I'm just saying. Let's go.
And the other four alleged victims. This is a long investigation. I think
yeah, he
this
was
is only
dancing
the
around
beginning
like that.
because there's a
Von
lot
Bryant, that's
to have
right.
to corroborate from the people who have come forward, and also a potential of people who we haven't seen come forward to see what evidence they have and to see whether or not it's true, rumor, or something in between.
All right, y'all. I'm going to ask everybody, and I'm going to do this before I end the program tonight, because I know I say this a lot, but I got to do it. I'm going to run down and put your comments on the board to get what you think. These are the key things I'm going to ask you again. Do you think that this is the beginning of the end for P. Diddy? Do you think he did it? Do you think he's been railroaded? How do you think it's going to all come out in the wash? Do you think they're going to find something, some serious evidence, or do you think they're going to not find anything? Another question I'm going to put out there is, he cut a deal with Cassie when she had him up against the wall with a lawsuit. He decided to settle out of court with her. Now, I know some would say that if he really did these things to her, why wouldn't she not take him all the way in a court trial? Why did she accept? Because I know people out there think, oh, she just was looking for the bag. So you got to think about that. Why did she just take him all the way to court to make sure that he pays the price? Why did she take the settlement? Was it just about money, or was it, about money, but was she also still telling the truth about what he had allegedly done to her? That's a question that I want all of you in the chat room to ask yourself. And let's see, Lisa Jackson says with a $10 super chat, which I appreciate tonight, I'm from New York, and most of us knew he was weird. Just think who he did business with, and you are making a lot of sense in that statement right there. So as a result of you making that statement, we got to give you super chat music and celebration, because you making a lot of sense, y'all. Check it out.
Thank you for the super chat.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash.
Jill, you're right.
But first I stretch. Time to run it all. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands. I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage. Now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans. Don't need no friends.
All right. Let me just say this. Brother Joe, you're 100% right. It's good to see you over here, brother. You said that he may be on the next flight to, what is that? Where, Bowie? Is that where, because remember, Russell Simmons, he was caught up. What is going on with these men who have money and means getting themselves caught up in all this sort of suspicious type of stuff? Even Russell Simmons, I think they had some sexual scandals against him, and then he jumped on the fastest thing smoking, which was a plane, to Bowie. You're absolutely right, Joe. You're 100%.
Tell the truth.
Tell the damn truth, right, Joe? Let me put your comment on the board here. My man, Joe. He say Diddy is on the next flight to Bowie to hang out with Russell Simmons. You may be telling the damn truth. We got Sister Monica, who says, yes, this is the beginning of the end. However, Diddy will be silent one way or another by people who own Diddy's psyche. Wow. Let's read some more comments from the good folks. What's going on, Von Bryant? Thank you. And then we've got Sister Sunshine just came in with the little monkey symbols. Lisa Jackson, I want to say thank you again for the super chat. We really appreciate that.
Thank you for the super chat.
Let's see. The real Aaron Collins says this. Is that where Russell Simmons? Yeah, he's out there in Southeast Asia. Remember, you can see him on Instagram. You know, he's out there acting like he's a little, like he's a spiritual man. You know, he's sitting out there with them baggy pants on, with his bald head, and he's got his feet. You know, he's wearing. You know how when you cross your feet. So he's doing that cross your feet, and he likes to get on his Instagram and give inspirational thoughts to people and act like he's a yogi, right? I mean, a real black Buddha. Yeah, that's where he is. He ran over there allegedly. He ran over there allegedly because there was a lot of innuendo about him. And of course, he's had a big falling out with his ex and his daughters and everything. It's kind of a damn shame. I don't like to see a man have a fallout with his own family members, but it is what it is. Marcus, what's going on, Marcus, for coming over? Let's see. Let me read some comments. And Peggy Roster says, always come when it's time, sooner or later, it's knocking at the door. Yeah, it's knocking at the door. The hens will come home to roost when you're doing crazy stuff. We got my man, Smoke Dan Gaming. What's going on, brother? He says, shared in light, mad love and respect. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming over. First time I've seen you in the chat room myself. Maybe I missed you when you were here before. But if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. My man Joe. Hey Joe, I'll be in the clouds a lot, Joe. And I'll be watching you over there when you be talking to Reg, the bad guy. Y'all be getting into some conversations and some, y'all be doing y'all talk over there. Okay. Let me see. Monica says he probably in Bowie with Russell. However, Diddy will be silenced in one way or another. I agree. But I want to be fair here. He did not get arrested. The only way he will be arrested is if they find something in those multiple homes that is of great danger to him. Okay? We already know that Cassie said things about being videotaped. Rodney Jones has made these statements, but the proof has to be in the pudding, right? And if they do find legitimate proof, he is finished. And I don't want to hear, because we know we're going to hear this, we're going to hear Negroes on social media talking about he got railroaded by the white man. No, if P. Diddy goes down, it's going to be because of his own foolish arrogance that will bring him down. Because as a man, you should be the master of your fate and you should be the damn captain of your soul.
Tell the truth.
All right. Oh, my man, Trey. Let me not disrespect 06 to you, Trey. What's going on, brother? Trey Fergie. And I appreciate you being here, Trey. Good brother there. And Sandra Brown. They can run, but they can't hide. Sandra, where have you been, sister? It's been, man, let me give you a clap. So good to see you. Yeah. You can try to run, ladies and gentlemen, but you never really can hide. And I think this is what's happening to P. Diddy. Now, I want to say this. I don't want you to think that I want to see black men and black women get in trouble. I don't want to see them. I want to see black people do great things and be successful. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. Like I said about Nature Boy, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't enjoy talking about black people that's doing bad things, but if they're doing bad things that's affecting people, they do need to be they need to be taken out of power and control. They do need to be stopped. Let me see my man Point Blank Travel. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Point Blank Travel says, oh, they're going to find something Diddy likes to show off too much. Yeah. Now, let me ask this question. Is that a problem that black people have in general, that we show off too much? You know, we get a new car, we got to show that off, right? We get a new home, we got to show that off. We get new shoes, new threads, we got to show that off, right? Do we show off too much? And is it to our detriment that we show off too damn much? And sometimes we got to be, sometimes enjoy what you have, but be modest a little bit. Damn, do we always have to be off? Seems like we got to be over the top shiny all the damn time. I don't know if I'm even making sense to y'all. Jill Chocolate Boutique says, yes, she agrees with that assessment. Lisa Jackson says, oh, Blue Devil. What's going on, Blue Devil? Good to see you over here. Jill's Chocolate Boutique says, yes. Hey, Blue Devil, make sure you go to my other channel, the Prime Sports Media channel. I dropped a couple of videos over there, and I'm going to be uploading some more videos. That's the sports channel. Check that out because I'm getting it back and going again. I'm getting it popping over there. But it's always been popping over there when I've either gone live or either upload videos. But check it out because I know you follow the channel. Anybody else that want to follow the Prime Sports Media channel, that's my sports and Deion Sanders Colorado channel. Check that out if you are so inclined to do so. My man Bobby Bowman. Just Bobby Bowman, it's so good to see you. A reward-winning smile on your face, my brother. He says he's been shining since those suits in the 1990s. Okay, another super chat. Okay, she gave me Monica, man. Monica, you're looking real good on that picture too, sister. Okay, on that avatar. She gave me a $5 super chat, which I appreciate. She says, research the story about what happened to the medical examiner, reopen the case about Kim Porter. Ooh, about Kim Porter? Okay, I need to look into that. That might be something I need to cover as well. I didn't know about that. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat.
I'm going to say again.
Thank you for the
super chat, Monica. Man, my man, Narratives and Dialogue says, yeah, that was the shining suit era. We all had that. I was on the label, so that was the look. And yeah, that's right, because Narratives and Dialogue, you've been in the music business too, brother. That's right. Thank you for saying what you said. So you you probably have even better insight than we have about what goes on behind the scenes. Because if I'm not mistaken, correct me or tell me if I'm right, you've been involved in the music business, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let me go back to Joe. And Joe says, will Jay-Z be the next one on the chopping block? Ooh, Joe, that is a very good point. Now, we haven't heard of any scandals so far that I know of with Jay-Z. Now, we know before Jay-Z became a big-time rapper, we know he sold drugs. Now, he's admitted that he was a street-level drug seller, right? Which is bad because that means that, as much as I hate to say this, there's some people who probably got hooked on the crack cocaine that's probably still messed up to this day because of what allegedly Jay-Z might have sold on those streets out there in New York. Let's just be honest about that.
Tell the truth.
But as of right now, we haven't heard of any scandals around sexual stuff or, weird kind of stuff. Now, we have not, but you never know what can come out of the damn woodworks, like roaches. You just never know.
Tell the truth.
Let's go back over to some more statements from people before I end this today. And let me see what my man Narratives and Dialogue said. His dad was a hustler. Yeah, P. Diddy talks about how his dad was a hustler back in the day, and that's where he got his swagger from. So we'll see. But right now, it don't look good for him. We got my man Bowman, who gave me a $2 super chat. He said he's the shining suit man. $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Okay. My man Blaze says he even has a song called Shining Suit Man. Things is flash. A thing is flash and shiny things bring attention, and now it's the wrong kind of attention. Well, remember Do you remember in the movie Frank Lucas, when Frank Lucas kept telling everybody not to dress like they were wearing a costume, dress modestly, and then according to the folklore, he went to a boxing match wearing a chinchilla coat and hat. He didn't follow his own advice, and that's how the police were curious about who is that, and they said, "Hey, is that a pimp?" Because that was the type of clothing that was associated with pimps. Y'all remember that in the movie? And I think even Frank Lucas admitted himself that that's what got him caught up. And that's what I'm saying. Folks, sometimes we got to be not too flashy. Sometimes less is more and too much. No. Sometimes less is enough and too much shit is too much. It's just too much. And it just brings too much attention to you. You're walking around like a peacock with your tail all out, you know? Let me see. Joe said Beyonce may get to start singing a tale on him. Oh, what's going on, Bonnie Rose, should I say? Bonnie Rose. And make sure that you check out Bonnie Rose's channel because she plays great music over there. It's a music channel. You go over there and you listen to great music, and she's got like an animation, going on the screen. So make sure you give her some respect there. Thank you, Vaughn Bryant, for dropping links to channels and all the things that you've been doing. We appreciate that over here. When you definitely come over and you moderate, you do a great job. Everybody does a great job here. Let me see. Mixtape Hero. I will never get over the fact that Usher was moved into Combs' house at age 13. Oh, yeah. That's a little suspect too, y'all. And then we got my man Antonio, who says American Gangster. Yes, right, Antonio. Peace to you. All right. Everybody, I didn't want to hold you this long all night because I appreciate the audience that did show up at this time of the evening across the country. I normally do my thing on the weekends, but because this was a breaking story today, I had to go live. I had to see what you thought about this. And make sure you leave comments on this video. Share this video on all your social media, your community tab. Share it with your friends and family, because what we do is that when the news puts out information, we can give a perspective as Black people that they can't give. We know some things about P. Diddy because we've been following his career since day one. So we know this guy has been a little weird, a little off beacon, should I say. Okay? So let's see what's going to happen in the next few days. If it comes, let me just let everybody know this right now. If it comes out in the wash that the Homeland Security has legitimate evidence on P. Diddy, you can expect me to do a follow-up video if the doors get bust wide open and P. Diddy allegedly, there's evidence allegedly that will find him very, very much guilty. You can bet on it, ladies and gentlemen. You can bet on that. Point Blank Experience, thank you for coming over. Oh, we got Sugar Love in the house. Sugar Love. My sister. Check her out. She does a lot of work with following the carbonation situation with Nature Boy and following it from the point of view of the women and the people that still believe in him, that are still in that culted personality mind of theirs. And another thing, Sugar Love, I'm going to be looking deeply into that. Who's that preacher, Father Divine? And you really taught me a lesson that night, because I didn't realize that Father Divine, who was a Black man in the 1930s, who literally had a religious cult where he was leading white folks and leading Black folks. This was a Black man in the 1930s and 40s that had power, called Father Divine. Jim Jones of the People's Temple Church got a lot of inspiration from Father Divine. That's the man he looked up to. A lot of these guys that are running these cults got a lot. I mean, cults have been around for centuries, right? Centuries. But a lot of people in modern times have gotten a lot of their lessons from Father Divine, a Black man who owned property, churches, housing, and controlled a lot of shit in the 1930s. Am I telling a lie, Sugar Love?
Tell the truth.
I think I need to do a video show on this dude, Father Divine. How many people in the chat room are aware or heard of a figure named Father Divine? Let me see. Sugar Love says no, that I'm not lying. She says nope. I think I'm going to have to do that because I think a lot of black folks don't know that there was a black man who had a religious cult in the 1930s through the 40s and 50s, and he had a lot of power. And check this out. Back in those days, Sugar Love, you know I'm going to tell the truth here. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
They were trying to convict him of all sorts of things. They were trying to put that man in jail for all sorts of illegal things that he was doing. And he was like Teflon Don before Teflon Don. They couldn't make anything stick on Father Divine. He kept getting out of it. Is that right, Sugar Love? Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Right. You never heard of him. And that's why I'm going to do a video. We're going to do an expose on this man. Because when you look at all these guys like Nature Boy, even a York, or they called him Dr. York, all these individuals, you got to look at where did they get it from? A lot of these guys got a lot of their shit from looking at Dr. York, but where did Dr. York get his shit from? Huh? Because a lot of these older cats got their shit from Father Divine. Peggy Rosser says, I heard of him. He had long nails. Yes, he did. And he had a lot of power, believe it or not. The real Aaron Collins says, I wonder if Tyler Perry based his character the highest on the show roughly on Nature Boy. Could be. Could be. Otonio says he never heard of him. Spicy is nice says never heard of him. Okay. So that means that it's time for me to prepare a show about this Father Divine individual. Dr. York was very well known. Yeah, Dr. York was very well known. But check this out, my man, Just Bobby Bowman. Just to let you know, you probably heard me say this before. He technically was not a doctor of any academic achievement. We tend to do that in the black community where we get these Negroes that can talk real good and tell you about stars and Fruit Loops and rainbows and the universe and pyramids. And then we want to call them a doctor when they got no real scholarship. Let me see what Sugar Love says. She says, no, that's Sweet Daddy. Oh, sweet. Okay. So you said it's Sweet Daddy that had the long. Peggy said that he had long nails. But Sugar Love, see, what I might need to do, I might have to bring you on with me when I do the show. Because Sugar Love knows a lot about this man. And she says that, no, that was Sweet Daddy. Sweet Daddy? Now I got to look into who the hell was Sweet Daddy. Joe, I bet you Joe know who the man is. Joe says exactly. Let me see. All right, y'all. RY, thank you for being here. Let me see. My mom was a missionary for Father Divine, but luckily she left. Oh yeah, he was, man. That dude was smoother than a bar of butter, man. But I'm like I said, I'm gonna do further research and we're gonna present. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't get a chance to call out Catherine with Friends. Make sure you check out her channel. Catherine with Friends, I love your TikTok videos, your YouTube shorts. I love those shorts that you do. And I always see them on Facebook because we follow each other on Facebook. Catherine with Friends, there was another family, Lee Giants. She says there was another family called Lee Giants. Man, woo. Make sure, you know what? Make sure y'all write this stuff down in the comments section so that I can write these names down and start doing, I got to do research now. So I'm probably not going to put this show together I'm going to do this show about Father Divine, but I'm going to make sure I do it right by getting all my evidence, all my information gathered properly. So I may not be doing this show until maybe next month or something, because I want to make sure I have everything properly researched to bring all this shit to everybody who not that sure about this guy. Let me see. Vaughn Bryant said this, and don't forget Reverend Ike. Yeah, Reverend Ike was another. We have certainly had our characters in the black community, haven't we?
Tell the truth.
We have certainly had our characters. Catherine with friends, it's so good to see you. Tell your sister I said hi too as well. Okay, everybody. With that said, I'm gonna get ready to go. I appreciate you all for being here, for participating in the chat room. I want to say I appreciate the mods for doing the work of keeping the chat room structured. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to give a brother a look-see, a views, the whole 9 yard. Make sure you share this video so that it pushes through the algorithms of YouTube, because you know how YouTube likes to suppress black YouTube. Also, like I said again, if there's more explosive stuff that comes out about P. Diddy, whether it be tomorrow, Friday, whatever, expect me to do an impromptu video to talk about it whenever the information gets to my ear or my eyeballs to see what they're talking about. Okay, everybody? With that said, everybody, y'all take care and peace. Peace.
BS3 Network, changing the way you listen to podcasts. BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV. BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Tell the truth.
Peace.
At first I said that I love you and you ain't say that shit back. It's kinda hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't wanna get attached. Once I give you my word, I swear it ain't no going back. Once I give you my heart, you better keep that shit intact. Instead of assuming no words, girl, I'm just here stating facts. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. So tell me, is you gon' ride out when the chips fall? I seen too many people leave when it get hard. I'm tired of going back and forth when we pissed off. Most of my friends done went through it and they stood tall. See, they gon' try and tell you what they think is good for you. Whole time they was plotting, man, I wish they was for you. You gotta watch your back, your front, your side, they disloyal. I gotta watch my crown, cause from birth I've been royal. And that's from the source. Yeah. Strong-minded individuals. What happen when y'all both reach the pinnacle? Things start to get physical. What make it worse? The motherfucker live with you, talking what you didn't, doing what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you through the good and the bad times, made it pivotal. All them feelings that you hold inside, it will hinder you, so let it go. What you didn't, doing what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you.
All these opportunities were just across the bridge. The world was more than twice the size, and now I was a kid. Traded in the comfort zone for life, I'm on the edge. I was gaining all my dreams, holding tightly to the pledge to myself. Was quick to move, was waist deep in the sand. We were starving to beat off all the seeds that we planted. Somewhere back a couple of years in the attic, I almost just a plan. They shipped the work to the label back when the bars were bland. Man, on my word though, I followed through on prior engagement. The tip of my tongue not far from the innovation. Now it's mine for the taking. Tell the people mistaking me for somebody to toy with, the plug the ox to play me. Time was paralyzed, I felt the strain to stretch my lungs. Confidence depleted right along with all the funds. Those days it was less about the bread that we obtained. No other way to slice it, I was scraping by on crumbs. But I loved the feeling the odds against me. Could it tell me that I wouldn't get it? I wanted plenty, I was quick to defend me. Feeling surrounded by angels, demons on rare occasion. Trying to shake the momentum, soon as I find the cadence. Leave it all on the record, if it's my only reference. Shocked how the bar's been electric, you could tell that they felt it. Pushing the weight of the world while they sound all the frail shit. Forcing the fame in my favor, kick back and watch the scale tip. More than just all in a day, spend time with the struggle, I know it too well. We gone separate ways. See, my biggest fear is to change. If I lose it, then reunite. Will I break the promise to stay the same?
Lie to me, tell me that you'll be there for me. Cause things been feeling crazy lately. Feeling so crazy. And I don't wanna seem lonely. I don't wanna seem lonely. But I don't wanna be lonely, lonely.
Middle 2010s, stuck in a place secluded deep in my mind. I'm looking out through the lens. Was in a rush to become who I am. Looking back, then I realized that I do it again. All these unfamiliar faces fade from existence. Back with impeccable time and I've been forgiven, but I'm never forgetful. I kept it solid and simple, stuck to the real. My word been a bind, yours artificial. You frequent with the slip up. Used to love this shit more like this was all that I needed. Travel the edge of the world to mix the pleasure with business. Took my time on it, won't benefit from overdue revision. Learned through they lackluster love is rooted deep in the evil. Won't tread water lightly, the waves intimidate them. One in my hand much too often, I set the expectation. Now I navigated dolo, unclear on praises you gave. When there's the finest line between jealousy signs of your vibration. This one's for them calling me crazy, more for the ones that told them pay me no mind. Those were the words that shaped me. Or rounded it would appear that I pieced it all together. Standing here puzzled at the way we built up the foundation. This one's for the brodies, I got us. Get 50-50, keep it some of 100. Make do what life has got us. Let go of wait and put faith in the process. Make the most of it. All we got is the time we allotted. Call it how I see it, provide our witness statement. The way things been gone, I'm all in on the table. They made the plan for their night, I made the long-term arrangement. Take it up to
Tell the truth.